Furious fishing chiefs are queuing up to stick the boot into Boris Johnson over his Brexit trade deal with the EU amid warnings small firms are likely to go bust, and Parliament's Environment, Food and Rural Affairs Committee has been told a combination of Britain's departure from the bloc and the COVID-19 pandemic has created a perfect storm for the industry. The deal which Mr. Johnson signed off on in December has left fishermen frustrated because it means EU fishermen will retain access to UK waters for at least 5 years, and in all likelihood, much longer than that. MPs were told the situation was so bad, some companies were considering relocating parts of their operation to the EU in a bid to bypass costs and bureaucracy, with Brexit changes likely to hit profits by as much as £500,000 per year. Some businesses have said they are currently required to provide more than 70 pages of paperwork to transport one lorry of fish into the bloc. Sarah Horsfall, co-chief executive of the Shellfish Association of Great Britain, told the committee, "You just could not have written it any worse if you had wanted to for the industry." Martin Yowell, a senior manager at South West England fishing company Waterdance, added, "Sadly, there are some extreme forces operating on the supply chain and we probably will see some forced consolidation or business failure and that is impacting the fishing industry. We are struggling to find markets for some of the products we previously had very good markets for through small-scale exporters. Those at the more medium size, their costs have increased dramatically." Mr. Yowell suggested some companies were contemplating drastic measures in a bid to stop themselves going under. He explained, "The exporters we deal with are seriously considering relocating part of their processing business to the EU because of the difficulties we face at the moment. It cannot have been the aspiration of Brexit, with fishing as the totemic issue and which a lot of people voted upon, to actually lose jobs within fishing and the supply chain, including boats landing overseas because the paperwork is easier. We are at serious risk of doing the very opposite." Mr. Yowell also objected to the government's characterization of the difficulties as teething problems. He said, "Whilst some things have settled down, some obvious issues, we feel that we remain with at least 80% of the trading difficulties that have been encountered and are in existence today. They are not teething problems for us." Donna Fordyce, chief executive at Seafood Scotland, said if smaller companies had to cease trading with Europe due to rising costs, with increases predicted to be between £250,000 to £500,000 per year for exporters, then it could spell be their demise.